Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. Well, yes, indeed, we're turning attention to development in Taraba politics, as it's got to do with the APC. Well, joined, as you may have seen there, by Honorable Danjuma Shidi, who is the chairman, House Committee on Internal Security. He's also a senatorial candidate for the APC in Taraba State. Good morning. Thank you for coming on today.
Good morning.
Well, quite a number of things going on in Taraba. I know that recently there was supposed to be, in fact, we're told that it did happen. The minister did say that much. The inauguration of the state chapter of APC's PCC.
Yeah.
So, and then not long after that, almost the same day, we saw that certain elements went to vandalize some of the billboards, and then some sort of narrative from the party that things didn't go as they thought. But from your perspective, what's the problem here?
Well, I think, unfortunately, the whole thing was not managed well, particularly the issue of appointing the coordinators of the PCC across the zones and even the state. The PCC didn't take into account the candidates that have a stake in the coming elections. And when also appointed people that have not taken in the elections. So people must be aggrieved.
But the Mr. Sambo did say that he wrote letters, invited these stakeholders, which you say were not invited, asking them to come and be on board on this one. Even on the day of the inauguration, several of them were invited to participate. So wherein, how come people say he didn't invite stakeholders?
To the best of my knowledge, I'm a candidate. I have not received any letter. And none of the candidates told me about any letter from the PCC coordinator. That is Jaji. None. All of us from House of Assembly, Reps, and Senate, and even our governor. So he's not saying the truth.
Even your governor?
Yes, I mean the governor is transparent.
Okay, because I was going to say, I know that the governor,
no, that's our governor,
in Taraba State
APC governor,
is from the PDP, and I haven't heard that he's defected anywhere.
No, APC governorship candidate.
Okay.
Yeah.
The APC governorship candidate is Senator Emmanuel
Bwacha, yes.
Yeah. That is correct?
That's correct.
Are you supporting him?
Yes, I'm supporting 100%.
Okay. What is the state of the APC right now in Taraba State? Because there's been a lot of back and forth. There are those who say that there were no primaries held for the emergence of your governorship candidate. You say that you're a senatorial candidate of the APC. Yes. Is that in contention anywhere? At
all? Well, yeah, one of them went to court. They won the election. We're in court. I've won in an appeal in federal high court. They've gone on appeal. But we know where all these things are coming from.
Where are they coming from?
From the PDP in the state, and also some more within the APC.
From the PDP in the state, how is that possible? Because if your current governorship candidate defected from the PDP,
yes,
you would have thought that he would also have his own supporters who are joining the PDP.
Yes,
and perhaps it is you people who will be throwing spanner in the works of the PDP.
Taraba has been PDP state all through since for the public, and now APC is about to take over the state, and PDP is not comfortable with that. PDP have not made an inroad into APC. People that are willing tools within APC that the PDP is using to destroy APC in Taraba.
Yeah, but are you doing things the right way? Are you making sure? Because when you have senators within the same APC who are saying that they were not carried along, who are saying that they were not privy to even the emergence of the governorship candidate, and are in court, as a matter of fact, over that, questioning also the waivers that Senator Bwacha was able to get. There are questions as to whether due process has been followed in terms of how your party has carried out activities within the state.
Unfortunately for them, they are bad losers. I was a witness to the primaries that were conducted in Taraba across the 16th local government and also all the wards. I was a witness to it. There was primary. For the going to the election, all the
Direct
elections.
primaries?
Yeah, there was primary. You know that the loss and they are not bad losers. And since they couldn't have it, they now want to destroy it. But they won't achieve that. I want to assure you. Even with this, what they're doing, we'll see win the election by the grace of God.
But why do you accuse PDP? Is PDP responsible for the disagreements that the Minister Sambo leads the PCC?
No, where I took you, I mean, the PDP have a hand. You cannot, their hand is unseen. You can't see them. But we know that they're behind it.
Oh, you can't see them, but you know them.
Yeah, we know they're behind it.
Oh.
The state government is sponsoring it.
How do you prove that? How can you substantiate that when you say you can't see it?
I'm an intelligent person. So I'm just saying, because they have hand in it. There are people that we don't want to mention names here. There are people that are working for PDP, even in our interactions. I have one of them have challenged me that why am I contesting a APC member challenging me that why am I contesting Senate with the governor of the state who is from PDP. A member of the family of APC should ask me that question. Then what will be your conclusion?
But now that because part of the narrative from the party why they wanted the minister to lead the PCC is that these cases are in court. So when the cases are over and done with, then as it happens with all the other states where there's no governor, the governorship candidate leads the affairs. And they justify?
It's not justified. It's the wrong step.
How?
We have instances where some governors were election were nullified in court, even during the tribunal, but they were still governors. In Nigeria here, even Darius himself, his election was nullified by the tribunal, but he remained the governor.
Well, that's PDP. But no, this is APC.
So what I'm saying, we're talking of general this thing. Why should APC be different?
So you're saying that it's not right for APC to have sought for a neutral person?
Yes, you allow him until he's finally removed, but he's in court. He went to court. He went on appeal and he got judgment. They said they're going to Supreme Court and there's another appeal. And I don't see that because he's still the standing candidate, the standing bearer of the party.
So, but if he wins, he's confident that he will win in court, just as you are, that he will win in court. Yeah. So what's the difference? Why don't you just wait when you win, then you lead the party? No,
we're not having issues with that. But what we're saying is that these are people that we win into a contest with. A lot of them like that. And they are, instead of them coming together since Parliament has passed, let's put this together to ensure that this party will live in the state. They are busy romancing with other oppositions and coming to cause confusion.
But as things stand now, they say that if the party doesn't handle this well, because we had Senator Yusuf, DSK, they're all not happy with the party. So they say, look, if the party doesn't sort this out, the APC will not go anywhere.
They are just making there's nothing they can do. Has DSK ever won election? He's a serial loser. He has been contesting election.
Senator Yusuf has won elections.
Yes. Senator Yusuf, now he's a senator. Ask any member of the APC, either a candidate or a leader is with him. The member of the reps all from his zone are with us. I with Gwacha. The member of the assembly are with Gwacha. Then what is he saying? If he continues, let him go and continue and see. He will not win again. I want to assure you. We know how he came in as a senator.
But how do you see this playing out? Because at the moment, if you say that, look, all of those persons are with you, but the leading candidates are not with you, aren't you going to be, I mean, they're leaders, the leaders of those people who say, with the DSK, Senator Yusuf, they're all up and out.
Who is he leading? He just go to the media and maintain like, who is he leading?
He's got supporters and followers, doesn't he? The same way you have followers.
Yes, but I'm winning election. I won election twice to national assembly through ABGA, not even through APC or PDP. That's to tell you how grounded I am politically in my place.
Is this the thinking of the party at the national level? Why the things seem to be going the way they are?
No, I think the party are being misinformed about the happening in our state.
By who?
By this figure, the people you just mentioned.
How are they misinforming them?
You know, now you want to believe that DSK has followers, he's on ground, he's this and that, and is that not the same thing? That's the same information I'm talking about.
I'm just thinking because you know, on one hand, you want all of these people to come together,
yes,
and support you.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you say that they don't really bring anything to the table.
Because they're not winning.
Yes, if they're not winning anything, but you still...
They're not willing.
They're not willing.
Yeah, they're not willing.
Okay, but, their support is what you need. Yet you call them bad losers. You say they don't win any elections.
Yes.
This sort of antagonistic statements, do you think that it will make them now want to come to your side?
Sorry, you might view as antagonistic, but that's a statement of fact. I'm taking the fact. That's the truth.
Yes, but I mean, as my colleague did point out, you know, Senator Yusuf is currently a sitting senator.
Yes.
He couldn't have won it without the support of people on the ground.
Yeah,
and I'm sure that
he's lost it now.
Sorry?
He has lost it now.
Well, he's not contesting anymore. He's not.
He contested for governorship and he lost.
Yeah, fair and square, or maybe not fair. Maybe not fair and square because the matter is in court. But even then, he will certainly have his own supporters, wouldn't he?
The court declined him now. The court said to go for primaries. You do primary 100 times, you will not win. I want to assure you of that.
But that's what I'm saying. So you say that if he does primaries...
I'm talking I know him.
If you say he does primaries 100 times, he will not win.
By the grace of God,
You say that, and then at the same time, you want his support. If someone tells you that if you do primaries 100 times, you will not win, and then says, come and support me, how will you take that?
Well, without being immodest, in fact, I don't want to say that, but without being immodest, let him keep his support. We'll see win the election.
Okay. So, yes. Right now, what exactly are you seeking to have for the APC in Taraba State? It looks like the face of the APC in Taraba is about to change. People say that the people within the APC have not been treated fairly. Now, those who have held the party on the ground and made sure that the party has survived for this long, in spite of being in opposition, yet producing senators within the same state, now these people are not taken into recognition when, you know, it does look like there could be a good chance that they could clinch it this time because the sitting governor is not going to be contesting again. That these people are about to be booted out because, you know, somebody from the PDP has come to take it over. I mean, why don't they have a fair reason to be feeling aggrieved within the party?
They have the right to be aggrieved. Mm-hmm. But they also the fact that they should put when you're going into any contest, you either win or you lose, isn't it?
If the contest is fair, what they've been saying is that the contest was not fair. Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you feel it's not fair, that you exhaust the normal, that's the process, but you don't overheat it. Don't cause confusion. No, nobody's so from going to court. Go to court. Let the court decide. Go and prove your case. But remain a member of the party and don't antagonize people that are flag bearers. Don't antagonize people, because even if at the end of the day, you get this thing. You see it us.
But they say that the senator is the one antagonizing them. No, that he just joined, rather than queue, he jumps the queue and wants to grab the ticket.
That's not a fair statement.
But that's what they say. Well, why is it not fair? Didn't he just join?
He joined, but he jumped. How did he jump it? How did he jump?
Because they say they've been there way ahead of him, so they should get a shot way before him.
APC have, like in my zone, APC has never won in my zone. So, and if today we have people that can come to add value to that family, that is the APC family, why can't you accept them?
But why do you think you will clinch the senatorial ticket ahead of the governor?
Well, that I don't want to praise myself here, but I wanted to. You can make your research, but I know that even if tomorrow I'm going to defeat the governor, if they say I need to schedule the election to this Saturday, I'm going to defeat him because the governor has failed in our area. He didn't do anything there, as if we don't have a governor.
Let me bring in my colleagues in Lagos.
Good morning, Honorable Shidi. You initially started off, by talking about
ma'am.
some of the challenges within Taraba APC, and you accused the PDP of fomenting trouble. I'd like to ask, especially around the now emergence of Senator Emmanuel Boache as the governorship candidate of the party. He is from the PDP, he defected, from the PDP to the APC. And that's one of the grounds of DSK and Senator Yusuf, that he's a newcomer, and they wonder why the party is giving him the support, at the detriment of those of them who are strong and older members of the party. So if you say the PDP is fomenting trouble within the party, Senator Boache himself is from the PDP.
Senator Boache is no longer a PDP. He's a candidate of APC in Taraba State. So, and whoever is saying he's strong, whatever. Why didn't he emerge as the flag bearer? They were all candidates. I mean, they were all aspirants for the governorship in the election, and they lost. So, and Boache have come to add value to the party. And I don't know, you want to say party. The party, all current members of APC in Taraba are followers of Boache. I mean, most of them. So I don't see anybody saying I don't know. I don't understand why you say party. You mean the national? You
don't consider it
referring to the member of the party.
Honorable Shidi, you don't consider it a possibility that it could be a tool that the PDP is using, to destabilize the APC ahead of the governorship elections?
Come again, please. Sorry.
Don't you consider it a possibility that he could be a tool that the PDP is using to destabilize the APC ahead of the governorship elections?
It's true. That's what I've just said now. The PDP have a hand in our crisis. That's true. And because there are PDP members that have become a willing tool for PDP to use to destroy APC in Taraba.
And you don't see Senator Boache as one of those tools?
No. Boache is a candidate of our party. He cannot be a tool to anybody. He cannot be a tool to PDP.
So what then
Boache he have come to add.
So
to add value to APC.
Honorable Shidi, so what then is the thinking? You say it's come to add value to the APC. What then is the thinking of the party that he would have more support base than the other, older members of the APC, i.e. DSK, Senator Yusuf?
Hi.
What is the thinking of the party to provide the support for a newcomer rather than the older members of the party?
This issue of newcomer, Boache is a card-carrying member of APC now. The issue of newcomers shouldn't be an issue right presently. The issue is that he is a member of the party, and he participated in the primary, he won, and he's going to emerge as a governor in Taraba.
Is it because the PDP is a ruling party in Taraba State, and they would rather use, the popularity of the party to win the election? No,
it's about personality. He's on ground. He has been in politics for the past 30 years, and he did well all these years that he has been active in it. So it's not a pushover. And that's why it's a threat to both PDP and also all those malls in the APC.
Honorable, my question is away from politics. It's more governance related. You are the chairman, House Committee on Internal Security, and I'm pretty sure, you probably listened in on some of the conversation we had before you came on the program concerning attacks on INEC facilities. It's something that's giving everyone concern. Have you been able to confirm, as chairman of House Committee on Internal Security, what the root cause of these things are? Or are you validating what the governor said, that they are all politically motivated?
It is very true. It's all politically motivated. most of the attacks on INEC offices are politically motivated. That is the attitude of typical Nigerians that are impatient with our politics. And also people that felt they are not going to win or they are losing.
Yeah.
They can go into all this kind of illegal activities by destroying constitutional offices.
Okay. Well, you said in response to one of the questions my colleagues there with you asked the other time that you are an intelligence person. And so one wonders what being an intelligence person and with such rich intelligence community that we have in the country, we've had attacks on Osun, on Ogun, on Imo, INEC facilities, and these things seem to continue, and who knows where next. So I'm wondering, from the intelligence perspective, how come we are not able to get ahead of these things and forestall them from happening rather than play catch-up after?
The intelligence agencies are working hard to curb this insecurity all over the places. But as you know, there are a lot of some of this needs funding. Some of the security agencies are underfunded. The Nigeria, I mean, the world is technology driven, but if our intelligence agencies are not properly equipped with the technical equipment, they can't achieve they can't achieve much. So the fact still remains that the government should look at the direction of the intelligence community by providing them with enough funds to acquire sophisticated intelligence equipment so that they can cope with some of this crime.
Again, I go back to the fact that you are chairman House Committee on Internal Security, and are you saying this from your experience working with the intelligence community in the country, from working with security agencies in the country, that they are underfunded, given the significant, quantum of funding that you in the National Assembly assigned to them?
To the best of my knowledge, the allocations is very poor. I've seen it. The DSS allocation is very, very small, very poor. Even the NIA. Maybe probably the NDC, but their funding is very poor. I've been seeing in the budget. I used to cry out. It's unfortunate that we find ourselves in this situation.
Are you then saying, Honourable...
Their funding is quite very good.
Are you then saying, Honourable, that government prefers reactive approach to internal security as opposed to proactive approach, from what you just said now?
Yeah, that's the attitude of typical Nigerians. I mean even the system we find ourselves. I'm not going to cover anybody here, but the fact is that there's need for funding all over the place. Even the police, they need to be funded.
Given what you just said now, Honourable,
I'll take the budget.
Yeah. Given what you just said now, Honourable, what are the implications of these things that you said, juxtaposed with all of the occurrences that we've had over time on INEC facilities? What are the consequences, as far as you are concerned, concerning the 2023 elections?
No, I'm saying this so that for government I'm in the legislative arm. I'm saying for government to wake up to review his funding, review his attitude towards funding of the security agencies, and also releases of funds, so that we'll be able to achieve the security and also of the entire country.
All right, let's wind down with this one now. I mean, do you have the same confidence that the APC at the national level will clinch the presidential elections?
Yes, by the grace of God, they will clinch it by the grace of God.
Okay, but there are several people who think that, well, APC might just be misled because the PDP, the Labour Party candidates are also pushing them really strong and hard.
PDP is going nowhere in the presidential election.
Well, why do you think so?
You see, my analysis is that if you look at the core north, they call no, which is the 6 states in the west of Nigeria. I mean, in northern Nigeria.
Okay.
Have the highest populations, and they believe in the arrangement of the APC. They believe in Tinubu. They believe in Shetima. And if you come to the northeast, the whole of northeast, apart from Adamawa, is for APC.
So the northeast region will leave.
Yeah, because Shetima,
their candidate in Adamawa and go.
Yeah, no, I think we will not go anywhere in the northeast. Apart from Adamawa, we can leave Adamawa for him. But Taraba will go for APC.
So, but why do you think that a vice president, someone who was vice president, will be weaker than someone who was governor in the northeast?
He was vice president in, over 16 years ago, and Shetima performed as the governor of Borno State during the Boko Haram crisis. Even while there was a crisis, was building the state, and the records are there.
So what about those who think that, well, the APC might just be surprised because at the end of the day, the Northern Bloc may eventually, for some reason, vote for what some people refer to as their own?
No, the masses are behind the APC. The masses. Forget about the how many people are on social media?
Have you seen the ANAP poll that was released yesterday? The updated ANAP poll.
That is social media now. That's mentioning India now.
No, that's not social media. That's data. That's statistics.
Data is what? How many people in the rural area have access to data? How many people? How many of them? Majority of Nigerians don't know about data you're mentioning.
Yes, perhaps so, but that doesn't stop the.
And they're the one that
doesn't stop the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics from gathering data in rural areas. So at the end of the day, it is people who are educated who analyze this data.
How do they get that data? I mean, what I'm saying is that this we are making an on people that just on the grassroots people. About 6% of Nigerians are not literate. They are illiterate.
Yes, but that doesn't stop them from saying who they will vote for. So this is not something gathered by the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics. So there's no mix-up. I was just asking you about the ANAP poll, which is an organization funded by Mr. Atedo Peter. Do you know him, right?
Yeah, Peter Sayers.
Yes, so he's conducted another poll, and your candidate is lagging behind in the polls. He's coming second place from what we've seen, and this is the second time that
your assessment from the social media, but from the grassroots, from the rural community, they are in support.
Have you done your own poll?
What?
Have you done your own poll, your own assessment? Or
yes.
You're just doing it based on
at least from what I've seen, from my experience with Nigerians, from my experience in politics, I know the direction is towards APC.
All right, so there you go. They clearly know something that perhaps you and I don't on this matter. Honorable Danjo Mashidi is the Chairman House Committee on Internal Security. He's also a senatorial candidate for the APC in Taraba State. Thank you for coming on and all the best.
Oh, thank you, sir.
We will be back in just a moment. Stay with us.